everybody? What is good? Welcome to the Damn Dude Podcast.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
And we got a special episode today. This is an unscheduled, special thank you podcast because this is January 25th, 2022. And that means this show is officially 1 year old.
Damn, dude.
And with that, it's our anniversary, and we still in this bitch. They tried to shut us down, na 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 na, and we still in this bitch. We still in this bitch. So, what up, everybody? Thank you to the haters, the lovers, and the supporters, and all of everybody in between. The doubters, the non-supporters, but more so the supporters and the believers, because I love you guys. I fuck with you guys. I appreciate you guys. And I just want to kick this episode as a special appreciation episode for all the listeners. And I just got some really good fucking news. On top of all of this whole court shit with my kids and all this bogus shit, it all got dismissed. Your boy got his rights. Your boy got his freedom. Your boy got his name cleared. Access to my kids. The whole fucking thing. Yo, I am so fucking stoked about this. So that's a whole separate thing. But first off, I want to say shout out to the listeners around the world, because we have literally hit every continent in the world. We only got one listener in Africa, but whoever that listener in Africa is, appreciate you. That's fun. Whoa, dude, that might be my homie Africa. I just realized. I was like, who do I know in Africa? I actually got family in Africa. Yeah, that's a whole nother story. It's pretty fucking cool. So we're going to run through this. What came to mind was like the old Animaniacs commercials where they'd be like, Mississippi, Minnesota, like they would sing the state songs. So I want to give a very special shout out and take the time to really shout out the people who really listen to us and show some love to your city and where you're from. Yeah, I mean. So let's fucking run through this real quick and then we'll talk about some other shit. So, first and foremost, shout out to motherfucking San Diego. San Diego is my hometown. I fucking love San Diego. And I appreciate all the listeners here in my hometown, because it's hardest to listen to somebody that you know. I mean, granted, not everybody I know is listeners, but shout out to you guys. Thank you to San Diego. I fucking love you guys. This is home. I put on for San Diego. I'm a fucking San Diego native. I'm through and through a San Diegan to the fucking core, man. So I love you guys, San Diego. Next, we got Los Angeles. That's where the next. I'm trying to think. I kind of was like unorganized about this. I just wanted to make this fun, and I was excited. So let's just run through this shit real quick. This is in order of where all the listeners come from. So it starts from the top listeners and it goes down. So shout out San Diego, California. Shout out LA, Memphis, back up to Texas. Anyway, sorry. Next, shout out to Atlanta, Georgia. ATL, shout it. A-Town, what is it? Peace up, A-Town down. What up, you guys? I need to go to Georgia, dude, Atlanta sometime. I noticed, and I said this on my Instagram the other day, yo, there is a gang of people from Georgia in San Diego right now. I don't know what you guys are doing here, because I know a lot of Californians are flocking to other states and ruining you guys' states. So I'm surprised and impressed that you guys are out here. So, so let's keep it moving. Shout out to Columbus, Ohio. What up, you guys? Yo, that's where Busy Bone's from, and whoever my Columbus people are, was good, you guys. I fucking love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to the homies and the people in Prescott Valley, Arizona. I appreciate all the love. You guys are fucking up here on the charts. Shout out to the homies and the people in Winchester, California. That's basically like Temecula type shit. What up, you guys? I love you guys. I used to live in T-Mec, well, technically Murrieta for a little bit. Down out past the courthouse, and like back here, it was fucking like the sticks at that time. I used to go to Temecula back when I was like 14, 15, and literally the only things built was like, I mean, obviously Old Town, but if you get off Winchester, the promenade wasn't built. Pachanga was just a tent at the time. I might have spoken about this before. And like the only fucking shit there was like the AM PM across the street from the high school and the Jack in the Box. And you guys had cheaper Jack in the Box tacos than we did for some reason. It was weird. Anyways, shout out to the homies in Oside, California. Oceanside. Yo, people don't understand. You can get fucked up in Oceanside. Like, at the same time, it's beautiful. People are friendly and kind and all that. But, yo, yeah. Anyways, let's keep it pushing. Yo, man, I haven't surfed Oceanside in a minute, man. Anyways, shout out to, I still don't know how to say this. Ohio, Hough. Somebody please fucking school me, because whoever's from Ho or Hugh, Ohio, you guys listen like a motherfucker, and I appreciate you guys. I want to make sure I'm giving you guys your credit correctly. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Shout out to the homies in Chula Vista, California. Whoever's listening in Chula Vista, thank you. I appreciate it. I fucking love Chula Vista. Back in the day, you guys were the hood. And now Chula Vista is pretty fucking nice. I mean, it's still got its pockets, but like, I love it. You know what I mean? Shout out San Antonio, Texas. San Antonio's were some of the friendliest fucking people I've ever met in my life. The women in San Antonio, Texas are fucking beautiful, dude. Like, I don't understand. And they're so friendly. That was my experience. Yeah, so shout out, and you know, all the dudes in fucking San Antonio, what up, you guys? I don't know a whole lot. I just know that you guys got some bomb food, your women are beautiful, and they're really friendly. So that's my experience of it. All right, next we got Temecula, California. T-Mac, what up, Temecula? I fucking love you guys. I got mad love for Temecula. I got real OG roots in Temecula, like I pretty much just explained. I was there to see that whole city get fucking built. We used to off-road in lowered Hondas and shit from Temecula all the way up to Paris, like in the back roads, dude. That shit was crazy. Shout out to Compton, California. What up, you guys? I appreciate you guys in Compton. I remember my first time in Compton, I was like maybe 11 years old, 12 years old. And yeah, that was cool. I've been to Compton a good handful of times, and I fuck with you guys, you know? So next, shout out to Ashburn, Virginia. I'm gonna be completely real. I have no idea. I don't even know where Virginia is on a map, but it looks beautiful from all the pictures I've seen. Wait, oh, I just realized I'm confusing it with Vermont. Yo, I'm sorry, dude. I am not good at geometry. Just kidding. That's a joke. Geography. So shout out to whoever's in Ashburn. I love you. I appreciate you. You guys are high up on the list. Shout out to the homies in Clichy, Île-de-France. I don't know jack shit about France either. You guys need to school me, man. Like, I like the real shit. I don't want like the history book or the Google version of shit. You know what I mean? Like, I want the real shit. Like, if you come and ask me about San Diego, you're gonna get a whole completely different scoop and view of how life really happens out here versus elsewhere. Yeah, I mean, shout out to the homies in San Ho. San Ho, say ho. What up, my sharks? I love you guys. San Jose, ain't no joke. It's beautiful. It's crazy. It's fucking, it's its own fucking world up there. And if you know about San Jose, you know about San Jose. That shit, yeah, it speaks for itself. Shout out to the homies in Centennial, Colorado. I've never been there. I would love to go. I went to Denver once and I fucking loved it, dude. Denver was ill. Next, shout out to the homies in Clifton, New Jersey. I appreciate you guys. I still never been to New Jersey, but you know what? We figured out that you guys in New Jersey, like the Guidos and all that, you guys were like the East Coast version of us on the West Coast over here with hair gel and fucking tank tops and like all that shit, like, oh yeah, we're gonna go get some girls t-shirt time. Like that's a very stereotypical thing, but shout out to you guys, and whoever the listeners are out there, you might not be like that whatsoever, but we can only judge what we can judge, you know? So shout out to the homies and the listeners in Elk Grove, California. Much love. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to the listeners in Spring Valley, Nevada. I didn't even know there was a Spring Valley, Nevada. Yo, shout out to you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Nevada's pretty dope. It's been growing on me over the years. Shout out to the listeners in Imperial, California. Imperial. Yo, you guys got the deserts. That's like, I got this love-hate thing with Imperial, dude. Like, And I'm sure anybody who lives there knows what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, there's so much to love, and there's a lot of shit to be like, man, fuck this place. So ultimately, I love you guys because I fucking love traveling out there. The people usually treat me good. I almost got beat up in a bathroom one time because I went and I pushed a stall open, and there's this dude in there fucking smoking tweak, and he's just like, he was like, hey, you better knock, you see? I was like, oh shit. And shit got tense. It was really fucking weird. I'm sure you all have your own version of that story, or you know that guy. You better knock, Holmes. Yo, that was interesting. I come running out to my homies, Spencer and Chandler. What up, you guys, if you hear this? And I was just telling them, we're all just cracking up. And then some tweaker shows us how to, like, you know those carts that lock once you pass the yellow line? They showed us how to hack it and, like, still keep it rolling because our trailer and all that shit was parked far away. Anyways, I got lots of stories of Imperial. Shout out to, I think this is Germany. Frankfurt am Main. Hesse. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for listening. From afar, San Francisco, California. Frisco. Yo, what up, Frisco? I got mad love for Frisco, dude. You guys' mandate shit's a little bit weird, but I got love for you guys. Thank you. Shout out to Carson, California. Yo, some Booyah tribe. I fuck with Carson. I've been in and out of Carson a gang of times. And that's also one of those places I got like a love-hate relationship with, where it's like, I got so many dope memories and stories and experiences, and also a bunch of sketchy ones too. So it's like, there's places in Carson where it's like, oh, this is nice. And you cross one street and you're like, wait, this is the same fucking town? You know what I'm saying? You guys know. Shout out to my listeners and my people, my homies in Naperville, Illinois. I still need to get out there. I got a good handful of homies in Illinois. So what up, you guys? I appreciate you guys tapping in and listening. Shout out to Prescott, Arizona. I didn't even know that's different from Prescott Valley, Arizona. So what up, you guys? I appreciate you guys. Shout out to Union City, California. Was good. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Shout out to Las Vegas, Nevada. Yo, everybody fucks with Vegas in some way, shape, or form. My favorite thing about Vegas is going out and fucking eating at the buffets and just walking around and people watching. Last time I was in Vegas, I was out with my kids and shit, actually, last time I was in Vegas. But prior to that, yeah, I was out partying and acting a fool and got fucking taxi driver tried to drop us off on the side of the freeway. We had fucking... Yeah, I mean, I'm sure everybody's got their fucking stories of Vegas. It just goes on and on and on. Shout out to the listeners and the homies in Whittier, California. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to the listeners and my folks in Kirkwood, Missouri. Yo, Missouri keeps popping up a lot for me, dude. Especially since doing 75 Hard and First Form is out in Missouri. Something about Missouri is like calling me. I don't understand it yet or know what it is, but I'll be out there someday here. Shout out to La Mesa, California. Yo, I fuck with La Mesa. I got some of the craziest fucking stories of my life in La Mesa. Like, we used to go to La Mesa when it was pretty hood. It still got its shit, you know what I'm saying? But La Mesa's dope. I fuck with the vibe. La Mesa is one of those places, like, I grew up in Mira Mesa.
I know Mira Mesa.
Mecca Town. And you guys got a similar vibe just in your own way. So it's cool. I fuck with you guys. Shout out to the listeners in Southend-on-Sea, England. England? Hello, pip, pip. Yeah, I don't know if that's offensive or not, but that's like what people out here think and hear and shit. I don't know. Sorry, you guys. I need to go. I heard, yo, this blew my mind when I heard this, but I heard that out in England, you guys have bomb ass food. Like, I heard you can get pho and sushi and Asian food, and I was like, what? Like, really? I'm like, do they put raisins in everything or like beans? Yo, I don't know, but I appreciate you guys for listening. Thank you for tuning in across the seas, especially on the south end of that sea. Shout out to Downey, California. Been through Downey a handful of times. Appreciate you guys. Much love. Shout out to Vista, California. Vista supposedly has the best year-round climate of like anywhere in the world. So if you want to grow certain plants and whatever, and you want the weather just to be very predictably good year-round, Vista is the shit. And I got a lot of love for Vista. So appreciate you guys listening to Vista. Shout out to the homies and listeners in oh my God, this whole time I thought it said Bolingbrook. In Bolingbrook. Yo.
Damn, dude.
I've literally been reading this wrong for a whole year. Shout out to the homers in Bolingbrook, Illinois. And I finally stopped saying Illinois. Yes, I get it. That's like, what are you, stupid? I mean, yeah, no, I was just uninformed. Shout out to the listeners in Santa Paula, California. Shout out to the listeners in Winter Springs, Florida. Florida's got a weird special place in my heart as well. That's one of those love-hate places. Also, shout out to the listeners in Phoenix, Arizona. I fuck with Phoenix. There's all sorts of cool shit and hidden gems just all throughout Arizona. Very underrated. I used to not like Arizona. As I've gone as an adult, I fuck with Arizona. So appreciate you guys. Shout out to the homies in Chi-Town. What up, you guys? Chicago, Illinois in the house. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Like I said, I owe you guys a trip out there, man. I got a lot of people out there. So appreciate you guys. Shout out to Anchorage, Alaska. My listeners in Anchorage, Alaska, I appreciate you guys. I've been to Anchorage once now, and it was ill. I loved it. I had so much fun in Alaska. Me and my oldest son, Nate, went fucking did all sorts of shit. You guys are on some other shit when it comes to weed advertisements around your city. I live in Southern California, and like we got weed advertisements, and this whole town is very like pro weed and all. Like even when weed was super illegal, you can still smoke freely in OB. Like cops don't fuck with you, people don't fuck with you. Like, and we got our certain areas where it's just like that. But now after all the legalization and everything, we still are like, yo, like you guys beat us, dude. I was blown away. I didn't expect to see so many weed advertisements. It just was pretty trippy. Shout out to the listeners in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Fuck yeah. Yo, I appreciate you guys. There's some dope motherfuckers in Canada. Thank you guys. I love you guys, dude. Shout out to the homie Kyle, Steve. Trying to think who else I know out there, but if I'm forgetting anybody, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I would love to visit sometime once you guys clear up all this bullshit with the vax and the truckers and the masks and all that shit, because I heard it's beautiful. Shout out to the listeners in Long Beach, California. I fucking love Long Beach. Also one of those love-hate places. You guys are dope, though. Shout out to West Sacramento, California. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to the listeners in Helsinki, Uusimaa, Helsinki. I think that's Germany. Or like Norway. Like I said, I'm not good at geometry. So shout out to the homies in Norwalk, California. Up and down there all the time. Shout out to the homies and listeners in Dallas, Texas. Good old Tejas. I love Texas, man. Shout out to the listeners in Denver, Colorado. Like I said, I fuck with you, Denver. You guys are dope. Shout out to the listeners and homies in Chesapeake, Virginia. Shout out to the listeners in Nuremberg, Bavaria. I'm pretty sure that's Germany. Shout out to the listeners in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. What's good, my Philly people? I only have good experiences with Philly people. I like you guys. So what up? Shout out to the listeners and friends in Brentwood, Tennessee. In Tennessee. Shout out to Santa Monica, California. Some of I've been in and out of Santa Monica a lot. I actually used to date this girl who worked in that big white building that overlooks the whole fucking like Santa Monica, the pier, the fucking all of that shit. There's that big white building up on the right-hand side if you're driving north. She was considered the queen of Santa Monica for a while, but she was like the top boss, the big dog of the big dogs in the very top office in a corner who overlooked that whole thing. So Santa Monica I always crack up about. That's whatever. It doesn't really mean anything, but Santa Monica is a cool place. Shout out to the homies and listeners in Lakeside, California. I got a lot of love for Lakeside, dude. It's just cool as fuck. You guys are underrated, and I hope that it keeps its fucking vibe. You know what I mean? Shout out to Murrieta, California. You already know. I went over you guys. I love Murrieta in its own regard. Shout out to Lake Elsinore in California. Obviously, Lake Elsinore goes hard. You guys, I hope it doesn't get fucking like the yuppies come and fuck your shit up, because you guys got a dope little town, and I hope it stays that way. Shout out to the listeners in Baltimore, Maryland. Yo, from what I remember and my understanding of Baltimore is you guys are wild. Like, you guys are wild, wild. I haven't been, but I've had homies go, and they said it's cool and they enjoyed it. So what up to you guys? You guys are the first people I also seen riding fucking wheelies on quads on the freeway. You guys 100% get the credit for that. There was a video on YouTube back in the day called Longest Quad Wheelie, and it was this dude on a red Honda 400EX just fucking swanging and just riding wheelies for miles. And now, like, you guys started that shit as far as I'm concerned. Shout out to the listeners and homies in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Shout out to the listeners in Indianapolis, Indiana. My cousin got property out there, so what up, you guys? I hear it's a dope-ass place. Shout out to the listeners and homies in Seattle, Washington. Shout out to Portland, Oregon. I love Portland. Portland was fucking cool as fuck. You guys treated me really well. I enjoyed myself out there. Shout out to Salt Lake City, Utah. Shout out to Bostonia, California. Utah's pretty fun, by the way. It's beautiful. It's got its goods and its bads, but it's pretty dope. Shout out to my people in Lorin, Lima province. Yo, if that's Lima, Peru, what up, my homie David out there? I love you, bro. You are a motherfucking warrior of love and what's good and right, and I appreciate you and I love you. Shout out to the listeners in Moscow, Russia. Yo, what's good, my Russians? Got mad love for you guys. So whenever the Russians come and party with us up here, almost all of us can't hang with you guys. You guys are on a whole nother level. But I got mad love for you guys. Shout out to, what is this? Chia. Shout out to the listeners in Chia, Cundinamarca. Chia, Cundinamarca. I'm sorry, I have no idea where that is. I know chia seeds are good for you. Like, we fuck with those. Chia pets. Just being like, cheer. But thank you guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Come school me. Hit my Instagram at Real California Cal on Instagram, or at Damn Dude Podcast. I'm quite a bit more active on at Real California Cal. But thank you guys. School, like I said, school me. Let me know what the best food is. You guys give me good food, and I'm like highly motivated to come out. So wherever your hometown is, let me know what your bombest food and like off-road places and cool shit to see. I like the local shit, the real underground, like not underground, but the real like local shit, not the tourist shit. I don't like doing tourist shit. So hook a brother up. Shout out to the listeners in Westerville, Ohio. Shout out to the listeners in H-Town. That's Houston, Texas. You already know Texas music is the best. I got Pimp C's not from H-Town, but he's from Port Arthur, PA. I got Pimp C tatted on my wrist here. I fuck with Texas. Shout out to the listeners and homies in Menifee, California. Know a good handful of you guys. Shout out to the listeners and homies in Sacramento, California, Sacktown. Yo, people don't even know, but I know. Trust me. And if you know, then you know. I hate this, like, if you know, you know shit. But really, if you know, then you really know about Sacramento. Shout out to you guys. Sacramento's dope. Shout out to the homies and listeners in La Presa, California. Shout out to the listeners in Birmingham. What? I don't even, bro. When I hear Birmingham, I think fucking Alabama. So I'm pretty sure that's off. Like, that could be, what is it, like Germany or somewhere out? I don't know. Shout out you guys. Love you guys. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Even if I don't understand where your town is or what, like I said, hook me up. I'm here to learn. Shout out to Carlsbad, California. Yo, if you guys are in Carlsbad, oh man, I don't want to blow up my barbershop, but at the same time, I'll hook you guys up because these guys are amazing people. Wing and Blade Barbershop in Carlsbad, California is the best barbershop there is.
Damn, dude.
Hands down. You see this fucking haircut? Go see them. The best pizza, my favorite place, is East Coast Pizza in Carlsbad. Some of my favorite waves to ride and surf are in Carlsbad. I fucking love you guys. Shout out to Austin, Texas. I have not gone there yet, but everybody says, bro, you gotta go to Austin. I get what you guys are saying. Basically, people are like, It's like the bigger, better version of PB out here. And people are nice and everything's just cool as fuck. And you guys got shit on lock. So we're going to take a quick break and let's get back to Yo City.
Damn, dude.
What up, everybody? We bike. Let's keep going through this because this is actually kind of fun. I don't know if this is enjoyable to you guys or not, but I'm doing this because I'm going to take the time to say thank you to all my listeners in all 418 different cities that we got. I don't know how many we got through. We got through a lot of them already, but oh shit, there's a Tony Robbins coaching today. I forgot about that. Anyway, shout out to the homies in where did we leave off, you guys? I fucked with my thing. Oh yeah, I shouldn't have messed with this. So shout out to the people in Austin, Texas. That's right. Shout out to Springfield, Missouri. I appreciate you guys. Looks like we got a good amount of listeners out there. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to Fontana, California. Shout out to Corona, California. Shout out to Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Yo, that's the fam bam. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys out there. I need to come see you guys real soon. And it's not Eau Claire. It's Eau Claire, Wisconsin. So it was a tiny ass town, but I got mad fam bam out there. My cousin was the mayor. Yeah, it's all sorts of cool shit. Shout out to the homies in El Paso, Texas. Shout out to El Paso, Texas. I got, I think, one or two homies out there. So what up, you guys? Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to Poway, California. Yo, I did not know that I loved Poway so fucking much till I moved my ass here. I grew up in Mira Mesa, which is a town like 5-10 minutes away, depending, where exactly you go in either of these places. But we used to clown on Poway, dude. Like, being from Mira Mesa, Mecca Town, our interpretation was like, man, it's a bunch of rich white kids and they just call the cops on you. And that was true to a degree, but at the same time, like, they're just a little more old school and different. And like, the cops are actually like cool out here, which is weird. I realize I'm even having trouble saying that, but the ones I've encountered, they're like cool ass dudes. And I'm like, yo, they're very fair. They're not like, oh, just buy the book. They're just like in my experience, what I've seen is like, they're just cool. It's like, all right, well, don't be a complete dumbass. If you got respect, they got respect. That's what I've observed anyway. And I love this town, man. I really, really love this town. So I apologize for making fun of you guys. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. So thank you, Poway. I love Poway. Shout out to the homies in Alameda, California. My favorite food is kind of out there. Close to there. Shout out to Krakow, Lesser, Poland. Yo, we got listeners in Poland. What up, you guys? Appreciate you guys. That's wow, cool. Shout out to Wichita. I'm going to Wichita, Kansas. What up, Wichita, Kansas? Appreciate you guys for tapping in. Shout out to Riverside, California. Yo, back in my Temecula days, we were all in and out of Riverside. Fucking, I know all the old like SA music about it. 619-909. Oh, come on now. If you're in Riverside and you don't know what I'm talking about, go do some homework. Shout out to the homies and listeners in Escondido, California. I fuck with Escondido. I got a lot of love for you guys. Also one of those like love-hate places, but overall, I fuck with Escondido. You guys are dope. Shout out to La Mirada, California. I don't even know where that's at. La Mirada? I don't know. Sounds cool. What up, you guys? Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Shout out to Hayward, California. Shout out to Lake Stevens, Washington listeners. Shout out to the homies and listeners in Shaw, Washington. Shout out to the homies in Velikailuki, Pskov Oblast. Yo, all right, is that Russia? I'm just gonna guess. I don't fucking know. But dude, thank you guys. Like I said, school me at Real California Cal, or leave it in the comments on Apple iTunes or wherever you listen to a podcast, and leave it along with a 5-star written review. Talk your shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what's up. Velikailuki, Pskov Oblast. Shout out to Gardena, California. Yo, Gardena, is, I was going to say underrated, but not really. Like, Gardena is its own place. I appreciate Gardena. I'll say that. Shout out to Anaheim, California. I got love for Anaheim in a very unique sort of way. But I appreciate you guys in Anaheim. Shout out to the listeners in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to Beaverton, Oregon. Yo, that, oh no, that's called aardvark sauce, not beaver sauce. But yo, if you know what the aardvark sauce is, I first learned about that shit in Portland, and just kind of in Oregon in general. That shit's fire. And some grocery stores out here have it sometimes. I should get some at some point. Shout out to the homies and listeners in Plain Basreen. I have no idea what country or state Basreen is or province, or we're Plain. I don't know. But appreciate you guys. Thank you. Shout out to the listeners in Ontario, California. Ontario's pretty cool. Shout out to the homies in New York. Appreciate you guys tapping in all the way over in New York. Once New York chills out with the whole vax and mask shit, I miss New York, man. It's been a long time. Shout out to the homies and listeners in Brecksville, Ohio. Shout out to the listeners in Montreal, Quebec. That's Canada. Yo, thank you guys. Like I said, I got more and more people who are fucking with the show from Canada, man. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to the listeners in Alhambra, Arizona. What the? We got Alhambra up here in like LA area. So I didn't even know there was an Alhambra, Arizona. What up, you guys? Appreciate you guys tapping in. Shout out to the listeners in Toyota. Whoa, Toyota, not Toyota, not Toyota, Toyota, Tokyo. Shout out to the listeners in Toyota, Tokyo. We've been having a lot more listeners come from Tokyo and Japan in general, so that's pretty sick. Appreciate you guys. I would love to go there someday. I haven't gone yet. Shout out to the listeners in Hollister, California. Shout out to the listeners in Medellin, Antioquia. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's Colombia. So what up? Shout out to my family in fucking Medellin. My brothers. I love you guys. Appreciate you guys tapping in. Shout out to the listeners in Memphis, Tennessee. Appreciate you guys. You guys got really good music, obviously. Shout out to the homies and listeners in Morton, Illinois. Shout out to the listeners and homies in Tampa, Florida. Shout out to the homies and family and friends and whoever in Wissenkirky, Zealand. Is that New Zealand? I don't know. Sometimes I'm kind of a little bit of a uncultured swine. So you guys lace me up, you guys. I don't know what's up. So appreciate you guys. Oh, snap. Shout out to the homies and listeners in Clan-T, California. I know that's offensive, but shout out to the listeners in Santee. I fuck with Santee. You guys were like the redneck version of Mira Mesa back in the day. We were like the Asian version of you guys back in the day. But yo, I spent a good amount of time in Santee. I grew up in Mira Mesa. And we're the same fucking people. We live the same sort of lifestyles. You guys just happen to be a lot more white people. We just happen to be a lot more Asian people. That's really the only difference between us. But we're the fucking same in the end. Shout out to Jacksonville, Florida. Shout out to Chino, California. Well, I haven't thought of Chino in a minute. What up, you guys? Appreciate you guys. Shout out to the listeners and the fam, PHAM, in St. Louis, Missouri. Appreciate you guys. With 75 Hard, we've been getting a lot more, like I said, people from Missouri tapping in. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to La Jolla, California. I'm not sure if that's considering like La Jolla Indian Reservation or that's considered La Jolla like the bougie rich neighborhood. Either way, I fuck with both. I've been on La Jolla Indian Reservation a couple times. Had some of the scariest moments of my life there. And some of the most exciting and cool free shit I've ever seen. Like, you guys are in another world in La Jolla Indian Reservation. Like, it's pretty crazy, dude. But I appreciate you guys, man. You guys have got good hearts. Shout out to, whoa, I just dropped the microphone. Shout out to Maranguape Sierra. I have no idea where that is. Somebody please school me. But shout out. I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to Guatemala City, Departamento de Guatemala. I'm going to assume that's Guatemala. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to the homies in Elk Grove Village, Illinois. Ooh, shout out to the people in Mexico City, Mexico. Yo, I randomly have interactions with people from Mexico City, Mexico. You guys are beautiful people, dude. Like, all the people I know and have met from Mexico City are like gorgeous, rich, cultured, just so fucking smart of people, dude. Like, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. That's just my experience. So I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I need to get out there someday. Shout out to Omaha, Nebraska. Omaha. Nebraska. I want to go there someday. Shout out to the homies in Flatbush, New York. I don't know much about Flatbush other than the Flatbush Zombies, but love you guys. Much love. Appreciate it. Shout out to Ramona, California. I fuck with Ramona. It's kind of, I hate to say it, but the yuppies are starting to invade. And keep your heart, 3 stacks. Keep your heart. Keep your heart, 3 stacks. Keep your heart. Me and Ramona, stay fucking crazy and wild and weird and doing whatever the fuck. You guys are dope. I love Ramona. Shout out to the homies and listeners in Islington. I don't know how to say it. Islington is how it's spelled. Islington, England. Shout out to the homies and listeners in Islington, England. Shout out to listeners in Orlando, Florida. Orlando, yo, we got a weird relationship, but I fuck with you guys. Shout out to the listeners in Magdalena Contreras, Mexico City. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, I don't know all the towns and stuff in there. So like I just said about Mexico City, I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to the homies and listeners in Charlotte, North Kakalaki. Yo, if you're from North Carolina, I bet you're like, yo, he just said that. Oh, come on, yo. I'll trade you one. If you come to San Diego and you end up in Mira Mesa and you call it Mecca Town, or you call San Diego Dago, Daygo, not Dago or anything else, people really from here are like, yo, word. People who aren't from here say, oh, don't call it Dago, that's stupid. Don't listen to them. They don't know the fuck they're talking about. They're from other places and they don't get it. So out here in Dago, San Diego, it's Dago. In Mira Mesa, that's Mecca Town. That's enough to work with for now. There's other ones. But North Kakalaki, yo, I'm in the know. And I need to go out there. Shout out to my homie Ed. I need to go see you, bro. I need you to make my portrait. Yeah, I mean. Anyways, moving forward. Shout out to the homies in Athens, Georgia. Like I said, a lot of Georgians been out here in fucking California lately. Shout out to Clayton, Missouri, Imperial, Missouri. Shout out to Chino Hills, California. Shout out to the homies and listeners in Coderkerky, Zealand. I appreciate you guys, man. I need to go to New Zealand, man. If Zealand is New Zealand. Shout out, Surf City. Shout out to Huntington Beach, California. Thanks for tapping in. I love Huntington Beach, man. Huntington Beach is fucking ill. That's one of my favorite places, dude. It's definitely one of my top surf places. I love it. Shout out to the homies and listeners in Alton, Texas, Gainesville, Georgia, Laguna Niguel, California. Yo, maybe because you guys are listening to the show, maybe that's why all the Georgia people are out here. Shout out to the homies and listeners in Wilmington, North Kakalaki, Wilmington, North Carolina. Shout out to the homies and listeners, High Ridge, Missouri, Brea, California, Miami, Florida. Hey, what's good, my Miami people? You guys got the same weather as us, and we're basically the same motherfuckers on opposite ends. You guys are a little more flashy than us, though. We're a little more like hippied out. Shout out to the homies and listeners in Merritt Island, Florida, because I'm an island boy, and I'm from Florida. Shout out to Pomona, CA. Yo, Pomona, California. That's where the Pomona Pimp, sugar-free. That's a whole nother discussion. Porter, Maine. Everybody from Maine, all the homies in Maine are the craziest people I've ever met. You guys are so fucking cool. Love you guys. Shout out to Crystal Bay, Nevada, Livingston, New Jersey, the Bronx, New York. Shout out to Elizaville, New York. Shout out to Chandigarh. I don't know. Appreciate you guys, though. Shout out to Rolette, Texas. Shout out to Mesa, Arizona. Asheville, North Kakalaki, North Carolina. Shout out to Taylor's, South Carolina. Is that South Kakalaki? I don't know if it works that way or not. Shout out to Mountain Brook, Alabama. Shout out to Placentia. Oh, Placentia, not placenta. Shout out to Placentia, California. Covina, California. National City, California. Nasty City, what's up? Yo, me and Nasty City, we go way back. Especially you guys fuck with the Mary Masons heavy. We fuck with you guys too. Especially the whole Filipino connection. You know what's up. And you guys got the best chicken in National City, PH, all that. Shout out to Manhattan, Kansas. Shout out to the Valley Joe, Vallejo, California. What's good? Shout out to Allentown, Pennsylvania. Shout out to Spring, Texas, Grand Prairie, Texas, Colton, California, Gallatin, Tennessee, Araruama, Rio de Janeiro. Wow. Thank you guys. Shout out to Freeland, Michigan. Shout out to Aloha, Oregon. I never even heard of that. That's tight. What up, you guys? Appreciate you guys. Shout out to Greenville, Kentucky, Sedell, Louisiana, Grand Rapids, Michigan. Michigan. Used to have a teacher that always said that. Los Banos? Oh, Los Banos. Shout out to the listeners in Los Banos, California. Shout out to listeners in Westlake, Stevens, Washington, Sandusky, Ohio, New Smyrna Beach, Florida. Shout out to Gravesend, New York, New Delhi, National Capital Territory of Delhi, Bullhead, Arizona, Paris, California. I just talked about you guys earlier. Shout out to the listeners in Panama. Shout out to the listeners in Laurenburg, North Kakalaki, Sao Paulo, Brazil, Cortegi, Zealand, Taylor, Michigan, Hatfield, England, Converse, Texas, Zoetermeer, South Holland. Whoa, thank you. Rocky River, Ohio, St. Josie 10 Node, Brussels, capital. Thank you guys. I don't even know how to read that properly. Shout out to Meadowbrook, Virginia, Niles, Illinois, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, Chelsea, Massachusetts, Ho Chi Minh City, Ho Chi Minh. Yo, out in China. Ni hao ma. I speak Chinese if you guys didn't know that. My family's from like south side of China. Hamtramck, Michigan, Playa del Rey, California. Oh shit, I used to live in Marina del Rey for a little bit. Blackheath, England, Plum, Pennsylvania, Pacoima, California. Shout out to Pacoima, to the homie out in Pacoima. Quito, Provincia de Pichincha. Snellville, Georgia, Angel City, province of Pampanga. Wilmington Island, Georgia, Irving, Texas, Garden City, Michigan, Maryville, Tennessee, Highview, Kentucky, Hamilton, Ontario, Augusta, Georgia, Spring Valley, California. Ooh, I fuck with you guys, Spring Valley. Stockholm County, Hollywood, Florida, El Dorado Hills, California, Sardo, Minas Gerais. I have no clue where that's at. Like I said, come school me. Leave us a review, 5 stars, and tell me what the fuck, where you're from and what that is, how to say it. Shout out to Parkersburg, West Virginia, Plainsville, Illinois, Arequipa. I don't know. Thank you guys. Shout out to Paris, Île-de-France. Shout out to Westchester, Illinois, Opelousas, Louisiana, Barnsley. What the heck? Appreciate you guys. Arland, Vestland, New Jersey City, New Jersey, Fenton, Michigan, Manteca, California, Sandnes, Rogaland. Shout out, thank you. I don't know where that's at. Montecillo, Indiana, Sao Luis Maranhão, Valence, Drome, Danbury, Connecticut, West Puente, California, Rosemead, California, Simi Valley, California, Fort Worth, Texas, Queens, New York, Bakersfield, California, Kansas City, KC Mo, Kellyville, New South Wales, Kimball, Minnesota, Sullivan, Missouri, Maple Drenthey. I don't know where that's at. Minneapolis, Minnesota. What up, my family in Minneapolis? Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Melbourne, Victoria, Vienna, West Virginia, Hermitage, Pennsylvania, Canton, Michigan, Lynn, Massachusetts, Mars Hill, North Kakalaki, Syracuse, New York, Fillmore, California, Cleveland, Ohio. Boom, 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 boom. So you guys are probably tired of that, but that's my favorite shit. Steger, Illinois, Albuquerque, New Mexico, Highland Park, Illinois, San Andreas, Cuexcantitlan, Morelos, Torrance, California, El Cajon, California, Manhattan, New York, Port Allen, Louisiana, Mission, South Dakota, Chandler, Arizona, Monroe, Louisiana, Port St. Lucie, Florida, College Station, Texas, Denton, Texas, Cypress, California, Baguio City, province of Banget, Rocky Hill, Connecticut, Suffolk, Virginia, Chattanooga, Tennessee, Milan, Lombardy. I don't know what that's at. McGregor, Minnesota, Ezerum. Is that might be the Africa one. I don't know. Hood River, Oregon. Hood River. Jonesburg, Gauteng, Lexington, Kentucky, Seminole, Florida, Germantown, Maryland, Pineville, West Virginia, Manhattan Beach, California. Like I said, I was up in Marina Del Rey. What up, you guys? Budapest. Damn. Auckland. What up, my Australians? Irvine, California, Port Huron, Michigan, Weatherford, Texas, Santa Rosa, California. What up, my 70 Savs? Azusa, California, Oslo. I believe that's Norway. Wake Forest, North Carolina, Grantsburg, Wisconsin, Brasilia Federal District, North Miami Beach, Florida, Greensville, North Kakalaki, Dale City, Virginia, San Fernando, Cadiz, Knoxville, Tennessee, Pasadena, California, Dover, Arkansas, Natal, Rio de Grande do Norte, Marlboro, Massachusetts, Marlboro, man. Brooklyn, New York, what's happening, homies? Crystal Lake, Illinois, Pearland, Texas, shout out to Gold Canyon, Arizona, Guwahati, Assam, Brisbane, Queensland, Louisville, Texas, Cheektoga, New York, Oranjestad, Aruba, Scottsdale, Arizona. Ooh, I fuck with Scottsdale. You guys are tight. Fresno, California, what's happening? Crawford, Colorado, Logan City, Queensland, Ashland, Kentucky, Tifton, Georgia, Atascocita, Texas, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Medford, Oregon, Englishtown, New Jersey, Cambridge, Massachusetts. Yo, Cambridge is crazy. Brooklyn, Iowa, Jurupa, if that's the same Cambridge. No, that's Cambridge, New Jersey, I think. I don't know. Anyway, appreciate you guys. Jurupa Valley, California, Bogota, DC, Stevenson Ranch, California, Bolivar, Tennessee, Greensville, Texas, Sumter, South Carolina, Nottingham, Maryland, Garland, Texas, Broma, Stockholm County. I don't know what that is. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Appreciate you guys, though. Davao City, province of Davao del Sur, Columbia, South Carolina, Livonia, Michigan, Orem, Utah, Makawao, Hawaii, Monrovia, California, Rancho Cucamonga, California, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Pontiac, Michigan, Warren, Michigan, Rotterdam, South Holland, Gloucester, Ohio, DeSoto, Texas, Norfolk, Virginia, Warrenton, Virginia, La Vista, Nebraska, Miami, Arizona. What the fuck is Miami, Arizona? Appreciate you guys, though. Wauwatosa, Wisconsin, Yuma, Arizona. What up, my Yuma homies? What up, Diego? I know you're out there. I don't know if you can listen to this. Paseo Robles, California, La Habra, California, Apopka, Florida, Nashville, Tennessee, Andover, Massachusetts, Savannah, Georgia, Winnipeg, Manitoba. What up to my Canadians? Tyler, Texas, Killeen, Texas, Redmond, Washington, Phoenix City, Alabama, Chester, Pennsylvania, Granite Bay, California, Granada Hills, California, Kailua, Hawaii. Oh, what up, fam? Lubbock, Texas, Waco, Texas, Lawrenceville, Georgia, Kensington, New York, Yarmouth, Nova Scotia, Yo, me and my friend are always joking about Nova Scotia. San Leandro, California. Sunrise Beach, Missouri. Mount Vernon, New York. Independence, Ohio. Listeners in Buena Park, California. Lincoln, Nebraska. San Fernando, California. Easton, Pennsylvania. Providence, Rhode Island. Woburn, New Jersey. Selma, California. Shaker Heights, Ohio. Madrid. Villa Park, California. Kumar Bazidpur, Bihar. I don't know where that's at. Lace me up. Sebastian, Florida. Jakarta. Yorba Linda, California. Clemens, North Carolina. Changsha, Hunan. Surbiton, England. Highland Village, Texas. Honolulu, Hawaii. What up, my family out in Hawaii? Chalandri, Attica. I don't know where that's at. Scarborough, Ontario, Rock Hill, New York, Charleston, South Carolina, Grants Pass, Oregon, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Wildomar, California, Chagrin Falls, Ohio, Iquitos, Loreto. Yo, shout out to my family in Iquitos, Peru. I fucking love you guys. Iquitos is one of my favorite places ever. Shout out to Central City, Kentucky, Regina, Saskatchewan, Colorado Springs, Colorado, Sanford, North Carolina, Wilmington, Delaware, Odessa, Texas. I'm from Odessa. What up, guys? Ramsgate, Kent, Mission, British Columbia, Port Townsend, Washington, Vina Del Mar, Valparaiso. Somebody please teach me. Greensville, Tennessee. Kissimmee, Florida. Atascadero, California. Columbus, Indiana. Washington District of Columbia. Doylestown, Pennsylvania. Sasayama, Hyogo. I don't know where that's at. It sounds like Japan. The Villages, Florida. Shrewsbury, Shropshire. The schnozberries taste like schnozberries. What is Shrewsbury, Shropshire? Somebody please teach me. Shout out to listeners in Jackson, Ohio, El Monte, California, and last but not least, Mission, Texas. Holy shit. That's a lot of fucking places that might have been either really boring or really exciting to wait and hear for your town to see if it gets shouted out or anything like that. I appreciate it. So we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Damn, dude.
Yo, that was a lot of places. So as we stand at 1 year, and I appreciate anybody who made it through this. Like I said, that was either boring or exciting. And I realized that things like that, it's like when you listen to the end of a CD, especially like old school CDs, and they'd be like, yo, shout out to whatever. And they would just go through the whole thing. It'd be like fucking 30 minutes, an hour. And you're like, holy shit, it takes forever. But sometimes it's exciting. You want to hear your place get shouted out. I hella appreciate you guys, man. As of right now, with 107 episodes published, I guess this makes 108 when I drop this today. Getting a bunch of messages. We stand at 3,587 downloads with 108 this is standing at 107 episodes. So I appreciate you guys, man. This has been just an amazing journey. And I want you guys to understand that how much you guys really make an impact and difference in my life. I'm so appreciative and so grateful for everybody who takes the time to listen and tunes in and get something from this. I'm so honored that this show has touched and changed so many lives and has helped save a couple lives. I'm so grateful, man. I'm so appreciative. It's an honor to be able to be a part of transformation and growth, and to be a part of your life, and to be a voice that you guys fuck with, you know? So thank you. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. They say most podcasts won't make it to episode, 8? And then most aren't getting to 13. And majority aren't getting to their 30s. And if you can pass the 30s, then you're likely going to be in this game to be in this game. And I want you guys to understand that this is only possible, and this has gone around the world, all organically. We haven't sold anything. We've gotten a $5 donation. And for that, I'm fucking grateful. Appreciate you, bro. But you know what? I did this for the love. I did this for the history. I did this to be a part of history, to document life, good or bad, whatever the fuck. And just understand that I fucking sucked at talking. I'm getting better. And anything is fucking possible. You know, I used to have to, when I couldn't talk on a camera, dude. I would record and then delete it, record, delete it, record, delete it. I would have to do that like 5-6 times before I posted something. And then by the time I actually posted it, it was so inauthentic and far from how I wanted to originally say it that it lost all its meaning and it wasn't very good anyways. So lay the shitty down, lay the shitty, what you consider shitty recordings, videos, lay them down, fuck it. And like my homie, shout out, yo, this was cool, man. Bro, what is your name? I'm sorry, I can't think of it right off the top of my head. I want to say Jimmy. What? I gotta make sure I get this right, dude, because it's important to me. You know, he sent me a message and was like, it's from the 75 Hard fam. And there he is. Jimmy Payne. What up, homie? If you listen to this, I appreciate you, bro. He said something to me. It's like, dude, even if I fuck up and people laugh, at least I made somebody smile.
Damn, dude.
I was like, whoa, holy shit, bro. So, Jimmy, if you hear this, I got mad love for you, bro. You are inspiring. You are a great fucking speaker. And shit, maybe one of these days we should record an episode, dude, because that's how much I believe in you and what you're doing. So, don't worry about looking funny. It's a good thing. Just fucking do what you want to do. Say what you want to say. The right people will find you. The people who aren't the right people will make themselves clear and obvious. You know what I mean? So I don't want to drag this out and make this too boring for you guys. But at the same time, if this is cool and exciting, then thank you. You know, I just really want to say thank you, man. You guys really make this fun. You guys, the feedback really makes it worthwhile. The impact really makes it just a beautiful thing, man. And I get so much satisfaction and what's the other word I was just thinking of? I don't know. It's just, gratifying. It's so gratifying. Like, dude, I appreciate you guys. Being a voiceless little kid, being the kid who would rather pee my pants than speak up. This is me doing the impossible. You know what I'm saying? So you guys, if I can do this, you could do whatever the fuck you think you're trying to do or what you suck at or whatever, because the shit that's impossible is possible if you believe it and you do it and you put the fucking work in. To me, in order to stay consistent, if you want to start something, you want to stay consistent, you got to think long term. Yeah, the excitement of the initial idea is cool, but you got to think long term. How are you going to stay doing this in fucking 3 months, 5 months, 6 months, 10 months, a year, 2 years? And I keep asking myself that. So what I did when I started this was I made a minimum of a 10-year commitment to this. When 10 years comes, I'll reassess. At the same time, I'm going to just keep doing it. It doesn't fucking matter. The money, well, the lack of money, I should say. I don't get paid to do this. I do this for free. I take the time out of my schedule, my day. I got a family. I got business. I got a business. I got this shit that I do. And, you know, I do this out of the love, purely. I'm not here to sell you shit. I'm not here to fucking convince you of anything. I'm just here to share some dope ideas about crazy and cool life experiences that I encounter and I think could potentially help other people. And the biggest reason why this helps me and keeps me going is because I want to document life for my great grandkids. Because imagine if your great grandpa had documentation of life. I would listen and watch all of it, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Because think about how much that helps your generational, like, it helps your great grandkids and whoever, you know, along that list of great. if they could understand why their family dynamic is the way it is. And when you hear the love or the bullshit or the whatever that I speak, it's going to help you as my future generation to sort through your own baggage and your own shit. And you're like, oh, this is why I lack this, or I'm good at this, or I have an extra amount of this, or, you know, like my family comes from China and Norway. When they came here, they moved to Wisconsin, Hawaii, and California. And, you know, it's a beautiful thing. So for that, I'm so fucking grateful. I'm appreciative to be here. I'm appreciative to have this show. I'm appreciative to keep going. I'll keep putting my own money into producing this show. I'll keep putting my own money into doing this. I'll keep putting my own time into doing this. I got to. I don't know. There's just some higher calling. And because this is the impossible of me, I'm going to keep fucking doing it just to show myself what's possible and to show my kids what's possible and so on. So on that note, I motherfucking appreciate you guys to the absolute fucking max. If you made it this far in the episode, thank you. I appreciate you. And I think that last episode I recorded, episode 7, season 2, is one of the best, most helpful episodes I've ever recorded to date. So please go check that out. Let me know what you guys think. And we're going to keep dropping some fire-ass episodes and just keep getting better and better and better. Because like some fine wine, we finna get better. We finna get better over time, like some fine wine and a fine dime. All right, you guys, I fucking love you. Thank you guys so much. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Give us a share, like, review, all that typical shit. Subscribe, share, don't subscribe, don't share. Leave us a fuck you. Leave us a thank you. Whatever the fuck this show does for you, just let us know. We don't fucking care. At the same time, we have preferences. We would prefer good reviews with 5 stars or 10 stars or whatever the fuck the rating is. So I appreciate you guys. I love you guys all. Be free, be love, be grateful, appreciate and practice gratitude. I promise you it's a magic fucking power. So thank you guys. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Much love. Peace.
Damn, dude.
90 miles push away, and I wanna be here for days. And we'll serve my 38. Now the sun touches your face, not the beach, not the blue. And the last one to be us too. And it's good, it'll be me and you.